morning, students. Today we are going to begin new poem No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. Let me discuss with you first of all the central idea of the poem. The poem is about the concept of global brotherhood and equality. The poet says that the whole world is one. There is nothing like strangers or people like foreign. All of us have a common feeling of love and a common resource of our life in spite of different nationalities and religion or color. We must unite to make everyone's life better. By indulging in wars against each other, we spoil the purity of this earth which belongs to all of us. We all are human beings, and we should remember that no man is foreign and no countries are strange. Let me discuss with you stanza number 1. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. The poet says that no person is stranger to us. There is nothing like a country to be a foreign, one that is not ours. There may be a difference in the way we eat, the way we talk, and the way we dress ourselves. But all these things still count to uniformity. We all are human beings. We may belong to different religions or castes. We may have different colors. We may speak different languages. But above all these, we all are only human beings. All the differences don't matter as we are brothers. We share a common land upon which we all walk. We all do our respective work. We all live and survive. At the end of our lives, we all shall lie on the same earth. Now let us move towards the explanation part of stanza number 2. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests. Why wars long winter starved? Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. In this stanza, the poet says that they, whom we call strangers or foreigners, also use the sun, air, and water as we do. Thereby, the poet asserts that there is no foreigner among us. They get the crops and their eatables from the field as we do. They like peace as we do. During the war, even they have to face hardships and they die due to starvation as we would have. So, there is nothing like foreigners because all the things go parallel. They use their powers of hands to get the things done as we do. Like us, they also speak to communicate with each other. Therefore, the poet stresses that there is nothing as to be called strange or foreign. Now let me move towards stanza number 3. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. In stanza number 3, the poet says that how can someone be a stranger or a country be foreign with so much of similarity? He says that all of them, to whom we call strangers, have eyes like that of ours. They too see the world like us. They too follow the course of earth every day and sleep as well as wake up. They too are sensitive like us. They have strength like us. They are courteous to love and sympathy like us, and even they can be won by it. Summing up all these, the poet is right in saying that no men are strange and no country is foreign. Now let us move towards stanza number 4. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brother, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. The poet has proved the fact that there is nothing like strange or foreign. Still, there are some people among us who disapprove of it, who try to break the feeling of brotherhood by provoking one against the other and destroying social as well as global harmony. These few people excite us to take the arms against our brothers, to hate them and to kill them. And if we, in the fit of that provoking, do something wrong to our brothers, then we are harming our own spirits only. We are abusing our own peace. We just degrade our own charm, and this is a slap on the face of humanity. Now let me discuss with you the last stanza of the poem. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange. So my dear friends, in the last stanza, the poet further says that taking arms against our brothers not only pollutes our spirit, but it also pollutes the whole earth we live upon. The hatred, jealousy inside our heart surpasses the good qualities and the innocence of the people. Whatever we do in the state of provocation is never justified, and we make the surrounding polluted with our misdeeds. So, we must not do any of the blunders under the false impression of possession and self. Thank you.